Okay, quick question. Which shape has the oldest book? Clue is giant.
A Bible, you mean, or what is
No,
the question?
the oldest
Shape?
shape.
Oh, I guess it's like not papyrus, but even on the stone, something. No?
Is giant. Oldest, the first book.
Cave.
Mm, bigger.
Big cave.
Cave bomb. No, nobody. Like the origin, it's Arab now. Before no.
I don't know anything about it.
It's the pyramid in Egypt. The pyramids are the big first
I
book.
don't think that's Arab.
It now, I mean, not before.
Yeah. Pyramids.
The pyramids, 4,500 years ago.
I think caves were just invented earlier than.
Yeah, but they didn't have
Not bigger.
a book.
Why? With pictures?
Yeah.
Comics?
Yeah, there are drawings,
Yeah,
there are, but
drawings.
not text.
Oh, okay.
It's not the first text, it's the first book because there are texts before the pyramids, but the pyramids, they have a lot of pages. I read them, it's like more than 1,000 pages of the pyramids in the walls, no, the hieroglyphs and all of this. Also Sumerian at the same time as Egyptian. Sumeria is now Iraq.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the books I read. You can see also it's completely white, everything. So
Which from Russia?
from Russia, Asimov.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah, I really recommend it. For me, it's one of the best science fiction book I've ever read.
I really recommend you Dostoevsky, Tolstoy.
Yeah, I will read them. They are on my list. So we can see, like most of my influence come from America and Europe. I made this graph to know my bias. You know what bias means?
Yeah.
You know, no?
Stereotypes.
It's like cognitive, dissonance. You understand? Like it's like
I want to do this one too.
I can show you. I can teach you. It's not easy. You have to work a lot. It's like you have like mistake in your thinking. It's bias, you know. So for example, my mistake in my thinking is my worldview come from Western only society.
But what about the Middle East?
Yeah, this is because when I did this graph, I realized everything was white. So I said, I'm never gonna read a book from Europe or America again. So now I'm gonna read one book from every country.
Africa.
So I started researching what's the origin of books.
Yeah.
I discovered the first book is Egyptian and Sumerian, these two countries.
Yeah.
So I started reading the origin of literature. This is the only reason it's here because it was white when I did this graph. Okay, so we have one bias, Western civilization. I read 133 books. Like, you know how many books have you read?
No, of course, a lot, but I don't know. I want to count somehow.
Yeah, no, it's important to know like this, no? To know where to continue, what to explore next. You know?
No, because I don't read books at all.
You don't read?
No.
Well,
That
that's
was
okay.
the bad part about me.
And how do you think like your map will be? Similar to mine or different?
If you talk about TV shows, I would feel it very much. As books, it would be definitely more like French, little bit of Egyptian too, maybe. That's it. Yeah, not much.
Egyptian. Where have you read Egyptian books?
Like there was like Arabic stories. They are mostly written by like there is some Egyptian writers. They were most like in our like school, what's it called? School life.
School life, yeah.
Like the school program, we had most the books like big books. It was like written by Egyptian people.
Can you name like the most popular, maybe the world popular Egyptian book?
I don't know. His name is Najib Mahfoud.
Najib Mahfoud.
Yeah, he's one of the most famous in Egypt. We had many of his books. So
I guess my African map is totally white.
White, yeah.
What's-
It's mostly Arabic and French or English.
Yeah, my Africa is only in elite. Yeah, so which country is the most farther away you've read?
I think the most books are from Russia and America, I guess. Also some French, Italian, Spanish, Spanish a bit, but that's it.
That's it. So yeah, this map are also to show you like what are your biases. Okay, this is like book read by year, no?
You are just showing off now, right?
This is why you should trust me or not. Here we have the pyramids and the Sumerian, no? Like this is the present, 200. This is minus 2,600. So we have 4,600 years of literature. When I did this graph, everything was white. All of this was white. So I only read this part of the books of the total literature. No? So this is why I started reading the origin of literature to understand where we come from. No? As I said before, if you know the cause, if you know the origin, you know the effect. No? And this is like my methodology. Even like that, there is still 2,000 years I haven't read anything. So this is, we have here another bias, no? The modern bias. We only read things from the present. No? Now I don't have that bias anymore, a little bit less.
Can you tell us what has changed in your mind, in your perception of the world, after you feel these ancient books?
Yeah, the biggest impression for me is people already thought the same way we do now. Like they were very smart, they understood philosophy, they understood like you have to listen to your wise people, you have to choose your words carefully to like communicate with your people, you have to respect your neighbors. Yeah, I was very surprised. Like their thoughts were very, very similar to us. They don't have internet, they don't have technology,
Yeah.
but they already understood like how to live a good life. You know, like I was surprised. For example, I read like a divorce sentence from maybe like from here. No? Nowadays, divorce is like very modern, but they were already doing divorces at the beginning of the history. I also saw like they were already fighting sexist. Like there were like many sentences where they were speaking about you have to like respect women, you don't have to rape women, and all of this. So yeah, I was surprised we are very very similar to our origins. No, if you think about it, this is almost nothing. It's 4,000 years, but the history of the universe is millions and millions of years. So for the mind to change, it have to pass more thousands of years, even. So you know what? Like, what's the oldest book you've read?
Bible.
You've read the Bible?
I know it exists. Yeah, like a bit. I really love Ecclesiastes. He's so dramatic and melancholic.
Who?
Ecclesiastes.
Ah, yeah, you read part?
His part, yeah.
Ah, nice. And you?
You said Bible, right?
Bible.
The Quran, no?
Yeah,
you,
probably, yeah.
you know which year is the Quran? The Quran maybe it's around here.
And Bible.
Not a clue. Yes, it's like 1,400 years ago now.
1,400. So yeah, six.
And
Yeah.
Bible.
Around that.
More.
Even older.
Yeah.
The
Jesus
first.
Christ.
The first.
Actually, in fact, Bible was the first printed book. Just to know.
Yeah, before, I think,
Yeah.
before Quran, of course.
Yeah, the Bible with the Gutenberg machine, no?
With what?
Gutenberg machine.
Yeah.
Okay, so another bias. This bias is very. I think everyone has this bias because.
Most writer, man.
Yeah, and because women were like, how do you say, like they were kicked out from the cultural world. They didn't have rights. They were like, they were only allowed to be at homes. they weren't allowed to go to school, universities, whatever. So yeah, so we have my three bias: Western, modern, and male. And here we also have by genre, like if you wanna, I can say recommendations. You want some recommendations? No, you don't?
Why only two theater books? Like,
I haven't read many theaters. You have you?
I learned, I studied journalism. I know, I like read a lot of ancient books, and of course, like theater ones.
Yes.
They made a lot of such things.
Which theater's book have you read?
You think I remember? Not that much.
And you? Which kind do you read the most?
I think it will be like fiction maybe.
Fiction, like which one have you read?
Police stories.
Police? Ah, nice. From fiction.
Also, sorry, in Russia there are many. Okay, I'm just really love the books and reading, so that's why I think I read lots of theater books. Like if you mean like where you have like the name of character and then his phrase, right? Yeah, I read lots of that. You should try. Sorry, I don't know how to say it in English.
Goreatu.
Goriatuma.
Goreatu.
It's like I will show you later. It's very
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I want to read more poetry. Yeah, why not? See the law was really interesting because the law was in the past, like Hammurabi laws, you know? You know, like it was like one of the oldest laws writing, and it's so interesting because it's like reality, you know, like when there is most religion book is like Egyptian, Sumerian, Indian, and religion is very like, whoa, this is very like fantasy. But law is total reality. Like you do this, you get this punishment. I don't know, it's so funny law to be honest because you can see we were the same people, you know, like people steal all the time. People, I don't know, it was forbidden to have sex with animals. It was forbidden. I don't know, like it was a little bit the same society. We have slave, semi-slave, and free people, they call it, or semi-free. So it's a little bit like, you know, like rich, workers, and slaves. We haven't changed that much.
No more slavery now.
I tell you. Okay, quick question. You know,
First movie made, you know?
in what year is the oldest movie?
No idea. Maybe 8,800 or something? 1,800 or something?
Yeah, 1874. So we have.
My brothers.
Eh?
My brothers with the train.
No, it's even older than that. It's just, I think it's one man just in front of the camera. It's like 5 seconds, but it's the first. Okay, so this is.
You are such a buzzkill couple.
1,022
This is very important. I consider this very important, this graph, because nowadays the invasion isn't by land. The invasion is by culture. This is how Americans shape the worldview. They don't have to go to your country and conquer you. You pay for them
to watch their movies.
their propaganda. So I find this like really amazing. And I studied this like recently. We have like one mechanism of propaganda. So we have life, and then we have art, no movies. So art imitates life. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. No, do we agree? So what happened with capitalism? That art, movies, for example, it's a product, no? It's a product made by Hollywood and capitalism, no? And what do capitalism want? Money, no? Exactly, capital. So when they do any product, when they do any movie, the first thing they have in mind is to make money, no? How to make money? To make money, you have to sell the most movie to everyone, no? So they find the algorithm, they find the pattern that everyone likes. no? So they can sell the most movie. What happens with that? That if we consume product made only with money in mind and we imitate them, we become the product that they are selling us. So we become like zombies. We don't have personality. We all dress the same. Everything is the same. Everything is globalized. Because the more similar we are, the more product they can sell to us.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
I have a question because that made me think. In Russia, because of sanctions and not only, they said now you can show in cinema theaters only Russian movies, Russian-made movies. Not
Yes.
USA. Yes.
Now?
Yes.
You don't have American movies? It's forbidden?
I guess we do have like in cinema theaters, but like there was such kind of law, or I don't know. I heard something a bit about it, and at least they say like 60% should be Russian, and the rest is the rest, or 70%. I don't know.
There is
how
like
much.
a quote, no? Like,
And I have a question. Like I was like very angry because of it, because what the fuck. But do you think that this, I'll say, when it's not voluntarily, when it's made by government, do you think it's
Effective?
yeah?
Probably not.
what's the question?
Is it effective to do like Russian government did, like only 60%, for example, of Russian movies, and the rest is the rest?
Yeah, I think it's good, because you promote local culture. I don't think it's good that the government make it, but I think it's good you have to limit the influence of American, because
yeah, it
if
makes
not,
sense, but the problem is that Russia doesn't make good movies. That's the problem.
neither does Spain. Look, 34.
You watched 13 Russian movies. What are they?
They were very old. Maybe you know them. Oh, I don't remember
Maybe
the
I
title.
didn't watch them because I
But
didn't.
Russian movies are really like
Old. It's your
philosophical and abstract and very cold.
Not all of them. Like mostly, you see, the problem is that the USSR movies or cartoons, they were good, but now they are like copying the USA, so and very bad.
Yeah, that's it. Everyone is copying the USA because they're invading the world through.
Then is there a point of making like this restriction by government?
Yeah, I think it's like in economy, no? In economy, they say when a country is developing, they have to limit the import and they have to like give price to the export, no? Because you cannot bring international business to a country that's developing, because the international business will take the money out of the country. Nobody is learning anything because no, they are not teaching, they are just working, they are not developing the local market. So yeah, I think it's very important to develop your local culture. And even more if you see this map, because if not, we are all gonna become American. I don't know. I don't wanna be.
But in
like
America,
this.
there are many directors who came from different countries.
Yeah.
Not films, not all movies are.
Yeah, from
made in
Hollywood,
Los-
but 90% are.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like it's 90%. If it was only 20% from Hollywood. So do you think like your personality is from movies?
Very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I realized that, and that's why I don't watch movie anymore. I consider like
Count how many hours.
I consider like 1,000 of this wasted. I wasted my time. Like I wouldn't do it again if I live again. I wouldn't watch so many movies.
But have you added the movie which we watched last week?
Yeah. No. It's one more. Okay, this is just for fun. It's songs. This is one project I did to have one song from every country.
But why not from like at the bottom? Why is it still white, huh?
This?
Yeah.
Antarctica?
Yeah.
Because
You
nobody.
should find penguins with guitars.
Yeah, we can also have from the Vatican, but I was looking, but nobody is born on the Vatican or here. Maybe in the future. But yeah, here we can also see it's all the influence is from American again. So yeah,
But what about Morocco? When you come back, you have two songs in Morocco. What are they?
I can tell you later. I can tell you. I really like Arab songs. They are nice. So okay, let's start more philosophizing. You know this? Which was the first living being with nervous system, with a mind? You can say.
Human?
No.
No.
No, there were dinosaurs before. There were many living
What?
beings.
He believes in God. But he
No,
won't.
no, those I believe in before our creation. I forgot about dinosaurs.
You know, it's in the ocean.
Yeah, fish. No, even smaller, like amoeba. I don't know.
No, with a nervous system.
Инфузория туфелька.
Eh?
I don't know. I know only in Russian.
It was a jellyfish. You know jellyfish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
500 millions of years ago. So you say, oh, 500 millions of years. 500 is just this. This
Sex?
is the whole history of
What
the
is
universe.
sex?
Eh?
Sex. What is sex?
The origin of sex, 1,000 years ago.
Huh?
So yeah, we can see like the mind was created only 500.
No, wait. 1,000 years ago, the origin of sex.
1,000 millions.
Ah, okay.
So again, we can see, no, what I told you. This is my methodology. I go to the origin, and then I understand all the consequences. So we have the origin at 13,800,000 millions of years ago. This is the universe. Do you know what this picture is?
Earth.
Flat.
Flat. This is the cosmic microwave background. This is the fingerprint the Big Bang made on the universe. This is like
Universe?
Eh?
Universe? It looks like Earth.
it's the universe. It's one of the biggest picture of the universe you can have, and this is like from the Big Bang. So when the Big Bang, you say started, it made like microwave, you know, like for microwaving the food. So these are microwave, microwave picture. Also, when you have the TV on static, maybe you are too young. Have you seen the TV on static, Sam?
On what?
On static,
What is it?
when there is no channel and it's everything like gray,
Oh yes, blue and white points there.
blue and white.
It differs from TV to TV.
No, it's everything like gray with a lot
Sometimes
of.
it's green, sometimes.
Yeah, could be. You've seen it, no?
Yeah.
Have you seen it,
Hmm.
Masha?
I don't know.
So when the TV is like that, you are getting the sound from the Big Bang also. The antenna is catching
Ah.
these waves. Then we have the Milky Way, right a little bit after the origin of the universe. Well, also I consider love started, no, at the same time as the universe, because when the universe started, all the properties of the universe were already in that universe. So from here to human, no, we have a lot to understand. This is why I still don't speak about love like specifically, because it's a long process to understand. Then we have the Milky Way, we have the planet, the sun, a lot later, like 9,000 millions of years later, the water, sun, and earth was created.
Why do you think that love was created without humanity?
Yeah, because this is my theory, man. It's not like love is something human, it's a property of the universe that expressed everywhere. No, you can see in life, you can see the structure, no, it's what I said. The same thing that we see, like love is caring for each other, love is a connection with each other, no, love is many things, and
It's just not human, it's more than that.
exactly is. And we can see the universe behave also like love. For me, love is like the same structure but with different characters. No, you can see love in atom, you can see love in human, or you can see love in galaxy. It's the same with gravity, no? It's the same structure with different characters. Okay, so we have life. This is also when I consider consciousness start. This is one of the oldest life form. It's like called archaebacteria. Why you consider this consciousness? No, you say this is consciousness. No, it seems very simple, but yeah, this cell, this living being already interacted, no, with the environment. it survived, it understood what you have to eat, how to behave. So this is consumer. Then we have sex. As you said, that sex biologically is more than human. Sex means because this bacteria, it like the way to create more life is just dividing itself. So you don't need a partner. You just, for example, take you and you take another muscle.
Yeah.
And why sex is important? Because when you have a partner, you mix the genes from you and your partner, and this is better for life because you create something new, and something new can adapt to new environment, to new things, and because time, is always changing things. If you can adapt to time, it's better for life. This is why I consider sex important here. And then we have the mind, and then we have the history of human. Just 2 million years ago, the human consciousness started with language, and this is the mind, neurons.
Gabo, I have a question. When will be the end?
Dance?
The end of the class, yeah.
What time is it?
I think it's almost
224, 223, 225.
2:25.
Yeah, well, a little bit more, no?
Take your time.
Let's see, more like philosophy, no? We were just starting. So, okay, we have the devices, I call it. What is the device? It is the tools we have to understand everything, no? We have the senses. What do the senses? They are structured, no? We have the eyes, the touch, the smell, the taste. So they capture the energies of the universe, no? The eyes capture the photons, the mouth capture molecules, the tact capture energy. And it's very curious that we cannot explain how we see, how we smell, how we taste. No, I can say this taste is similar like this, but I cannot express to you the way I am feeling that taste. I cannot express to you the way I'm looking this color. We can say this looks like that, but that's it, because you don't know how I'm looking, I don't know how you're looking. If I touch you, I'm sure you feel that totally different how I feel. It's cold. So the senses for me are very interesting because you cannot like put word, no? How do you smell something? You smell it, you like it, but it's impossible and you cannot compare it to another experience. It's totally subjective. Okay, so then first we have the senses, then the mind, no? The senses capture the information and then the mind organize the information. The mind for me is so interesting because it's the only thing like scientists cannot explain yet. Nobody knows where is the mind, no? What's the logic behind the mind. It's outside the material world. So one, we have the information, the mind organizes it, and then what we do, we to every bit of information we put a word, no, a concept, a name. No, for example, the word, we see the word, we say word. We see the white, we see white. We listen to one sound, we say it's music, whatever. No, the words are very powerful because you can name everything you want, like any experience, visual experience, any sound experience, even if you don't, if you cannot think about it, you also have a word for that, no? It's unthinkable. If you can't name it, you also have a word for that, it's unmentionable. So you can, every bit of information, you can put a name to it. And then it's not only like naming things, you also need logic. You have to arrange every bit of information with one structure, no? For example, if I say like from verb to driver to expand those of that happiness. Did you understand anything? Yeah, because no, I didn't put like a structure to the words I said. It was just random information. You need like a structure. You need article, verb, object. Okay, so this is like the circuit of information. This is the matter. We can say this is the room. The matter is perceived by the senses. No, goes to the brain, the room, and then the brain project the information and create the mind. If the mind and the room are connected, then we have the logic. No, we are looking at this room. No, we are looking at we are looking at this room. Is it white?
Yeah.
There are chairs. There are tables. Okay, so like I wanted you to draw this circuit, but when the mind creates an hallucination. Can you draw it?
Draw what?
Like this is when the mind and the matter are connected.
Yeah.
But when the mind creates an hallucination, how will be this circuit of information?
It won't be logic.
Eh?
It won't be logic at least.
The what?
It won't be logic.
Yeah. Can you draw it?
Maybe.
Mm,
You're ready.
here, no? Yeah, we have, let's say, a mirage there, or the desert. No, you come from the desert.
No, I'm not talking about this. Like right here to be the mind near the illusion. Excuse my writing.
Yeah, you got it, but yeah, you don't need this, no? The illusion is already here.
Isn't it?
You know, the illusion is inside the mind.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
but the illusion isn't it like due to external things?
Yeah, that's it. You have here the brain, no?
Yeah.
The matter goes to the brain goes to the mind, but the mind and the matter, they are separate. That's why it's a mirage, no?
And the brain isn't the brain.
Eh?
The brain isn't the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I understood. The illusion is in here.
Yeah, the illusion will be here. You can make another circle.
Doesn't wipe for you.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, that's the mind.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like everything in the mind is an illusion if you don't compare it, no, with the matter. Only when you compare the mind with the matter, you have logic, you know, what we said. You have like, no, both together, because I can think whatever, no? If I think this room is black, but then you tell, no, this room is white. So no, if I compare my mind with the matter, I find the logic, no, like.
If you don't compare, the all mind is an illusion, right? If you don't compare, then what's the
Yeah, you do never know, no? You need to compare, you know, with more people, with yourself, also living being, no? Why the dogs, the cats, we all interact with the same reality.
What's that? I'll let you continue.
Okay. So this is the first chapter of the book, senses. We have the vision, which energy capture the vision? Photons. The hearing, sound wave. The tact, we have a lot, vibration, pressure, itching, pain, temperature. The taste, molecules, no, like the smell. Then we also have two more senses. I don't know if you know, like there are not five, there are like, it's considered to be at least seven. We have the balance. And the balance, what are you perceiving? You are perceiving gravity. When you are like here right now, you are literally perceiving gravity, and you understand gravity, and that's why you don't fail. You are perceiving photon because balance is through the mass, through the eyes. If you close your eyes, it's harder to keep balance. And then you have proprioception. Do you know proprioception? Proprioception is energy from musculoskeletal system. Right now, you know where your leg is, you know where your hands is, you know where all your body is. That is considered like a sense, because you understand where your body is all the time.
Ah, I got about acid something.
About?
Acid.
Exactly. Okay, so we have here another philosopher.
Yeah, balance is a real science actually. I never thought there is more than five.
Yeah.
Balance is.
These are called like external senses, and this is internal senses.
I mean, vision on its own, like eyes, are not enough for balance.
No, we need three. This in medicine is very important because if you know which one is affected, you know, like when you see someone without balance in medicine, and you say close your eyes, if he can keep balance or not, you know which circuit of the brain is affected or
I
not.
mean, there is like specific circuits in the brain, like it is like a, I don't know, is it a liquid matter or what is it like? I mean, like when it is too constant, like you are in balance. Once it gets too much, very agitated, you lose your balance.
Yeah.
What is that called?
You mean Parkinson, maybe?
Maybe I don't know its name exactly, but
Yeah.
that's the like what's it? The base, the principle. Yeah.
Yeah, there are many circuits on the brain. Okay, so we have one philosopher, Epicurus. You know this one?
Yeah.
You know? What he says? What? Many things, no? Tell me one. No, why do you know Epicurus? I'm surprised. You know many philosophers.
Yeah, but I don't remember what they said.
Yeah, he said many things. Epicurus is famous because he like pleasure a lot. He said like one thing human have to look for in life is for pleasure. There is like two type of pleasure, like a static pleasure and dynamic pleasure. So dynamic pleasure is when you are wanting something. For example, you wanted to eat, so you were thinking, oh, I wanna eat, I wanna eat, I wanna eat. No, you are like having pleasure, no, for like anticipating you are gonna eat. And then static pleasure is when you already eat. So he say like you have to look for a static pleasure.
Static or ecstatic?
No, static like you are quiet, you are stopped. So he said when the static pleasure is the best one because you are already full. You don't need anything else, no? Like you have everything in yourself, like because wanting something is like seeing yourself like you lack something, no? There is something you don't have, you are not full, so you look for that. But if you consider yourself full, then you have pleasure. Okay, but that's not the important thing. The important thing from Epicurus also is he says like senses doesn't lie to us, no? When we see an hallucination or when we see illusions or whatever, it's not that our senses are lying, it's we are interpreting the information in a wrong way. This is very important because the senses are not made for philosophy. The senses are not made to understand the universe, mathematics, or anything. The senses only have one function, to survive. They were created for that only. But now we have to use them for understanding, not beyond the senses. Where you can't see beyond senses, you have to use logic, no? This is what Einstein did, no? Because you cannot understand gravity through senses. You have to use logic. You have to go beyond your eyes to understand everything. Okay, so now here we see senses are very connected to love, no? For example, like the tact, no? The touch. When you touch to skin, you are creating, no? Like the sensation of love. For example, no, you are creating something new. It's the same with the atom, no? When the proton and the electron touch each other, they create an atom, no? They are creating something new. So now here we know this is like we start seeing why love is. I see love everywhere, no? Because love is connection, no? When you connect something in the universe, it always creates something new, and we can see it. For example, also like with the healing, no? If I say the words "I love you" to you, no, these words come through invisible waves, go to your ears.
Comes out from the other.
You process it, no, senses, mind, words, logic, and then it creates the sensation of love in you.
Yeah.
No, so we are connected through invisible forces, and this is the same, no, in the galaxy. The black hole. Like the sun is connected to the black hole in the middle of the galaxy through invisible waves. We can see like everything is connected, no, in the universe. Okay, this is a really, I love this experiment. Okay, you have to pay attention. We have like blind people, okay, and they are going to have a surgery to recover the sight. But before the surgery, they tell to these people this is a real experiment. It was by Descartes, I think he made it, and later with modern medicine they took it. Okay, so the blind people before the surgery they were told to touch a sphere and a cube. After the surgery, they gained sight again, and they were asked, "Can you distinguish a sphere from a cube?"
They couldn't.
What do you think?
I think they could. If they touch the family, they can.
And you?
They couldn't.
Why not?
They couldn't.
Why?
Yeah, this is for me very important to understand how the brain works.
Do they allow them to touch it again or not?
No. They
Without touching it again.
only is by sight, and they didn't know which one was a sphere and which one was a cube. This is like very important. I love this experiment because it tells a lot about the brain. Because in the brain, the sight and the touch are not connected. So because they didn't have this connection, you cannot understand the touch without the sight. I love this question also.
Yes.
Yes? And you?
I guess, yeah, probably.
Nice. I like with people who feel the universe. But many people tell me, no, I am not the universe. And I say, are you sure? Like,
I read it like are you in the universe?
no.
But yeah.
In the universe.
Are you the universe?
I'm in universe, I'm the universe, everything.
Ah, good. You too?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. I love to
I
be
mean,
with
it's the same
people.
thing about you. Like, no
Eh?
one cares. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to care about what people think. You have to care about yourself. So it's you. You are the universe. I mean.
Exactly. Yeah, the way I see it, when people tell me, no, I am not the universe, I tell them like, okay, if you are not the universe, where does the universe begins and where do you end, no? Like, if your body is not the universe, everything outside your body is the universe, but you are not the universe.
Yeah.
Or also people tell me, I am part of the universe, but I am not the universe. But then I tell them like, okay, you are part of the universe, but you don't consider yourself the universe. So let's look at your body, no? Like, if you say the part is not the whole, then no, in your body, your heart is not you, no, your brain is not you, your lungs are not you. But if no part is you, then what are you, no? It's to make.
That's actually very interesting because there are people who live with someone else's heart or someone else's kidneys or something. So you are not your body. You're something above.
The soul.
Yeah, there is a sentence, no? The total is bigger than the sums of the parts. No, we are not the heart, the lungs, no? Everything makes something else. That's the mind, no? You cannot explain the mind with the heart, with the lungs. Everything is something else. And this is like a little bit like I see love, no? Like you cannot explain love with gravity, with electromagnetism, with nuclear forces, with atoms, no? So love is something else, no? In humans.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Okay, one nice way I tell people to see they are the universe is closing the eyes. Close the eyes. Close the eyes. Close the eyes.
I already did it.
So when you close the eyes, the universe didn't change, no? It's the same or not? Close the eyes. Close the eyes.
Consider ourselves as universe or the universe as universe.
No, the universe changed or not when you close the eyes?
No.
No, so if the universe is everything black now, everything is the universe, no? There is nothing else. No, you don't have to see the universe through your eyes. The universe is all black or white, no? The universe don't change because your eyes see it differently. So when you close the eyes, the universe is the same, is all black. So you can see the unity. this is also to prove, no, when we look through our eyes, we see like there is this woman here, then there is the sky, there is the floor, no. But when we see beyond our eyes, no, there is no limits anymore. You can say this atom is from the sky or from the woman. This atom is from the sky or from the woman.
And how is this picture made?
I made it from with artificial intelligence.
No, even not.
Eh?
But, I mean, AI. Can you do like same picture with like I don't know catching protons or something with the woman?
What? With catching protons?
What is it in the picture?
This?
Mm-hmm.
Particle densities. All the particles in the universe. You are, yeah, protons, electrons. This is like I call micro dust, no? Because your skin is all the time throwing dust.
Mm-hmm.
This is all the particles, neutrons, neutrinos, no? But our eyes make us think we are separate, but we are not separate. It's an illusion, no? What I said before, Epicurus.
What is the source of this information?
Myself.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I like your question.
But it looks really interesting. I mean, like the way if you don't have like normal eyes, I mean, that's another type of vision. I mean,
Yeah. This is how I feel I am connected to everything, no? Because I don't consider myself this is no, your eyes are just information, but you have to interpret it. No, the reality is beyond your eyes. This is only one point of view, no? But there are millions of point of view. The vision is most predisposed to like to make you mistake, no? Because it's the most powerful, no? Like for example, why people don't believe in COVID, because you can't see COVID, no? Many people today, like we saw it, no? We come a long way. 2,600 years, and still people don't understand that if you can't see something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's a lot of years, and still people don't understand it. It's not like before the microscope, for example, we didn't understand why people get infected, no? Why, because in the hands we have a lot of bacteria. Or before the telescope, we didn't understand, no? In the night sky there were millions of trillions of galaxies, stars, planets like us. Another example I usually tell people for this is like in a room, no? This room is not its walls only, no? It's also everything in the middle of the room. It's the space, no?
Air.
Exactly, but it can be also empty, no? But
Sound from you.
exactly. The room is not only its wall, it's nothing in the middle. So the same way, like I'm not just me, no? I am everything beyond me, no? Like this chair and me, we are connected because the space is also connecting me with everything, no? When you imagine the galaxy, you don't imagine like this part of the galaxy, that part, no? All the galaxy is one entity. There is no division in the universe. This is another way to see it, no? It is very easy. When you do zoom in, no, here in this chair, you know it's atom. But if you do zoom out in this chair, you are the galaxy, no? In any object, you do zoom out, you find the galaxy, and in any object, you find the atom, and everything is the same. It's not like the galaxy and the atom. The atoms are the galaxy, and the galaxy are the atoms. Everything is connected in the universe.
It's a different type of vision.
Yeah, no? Like, if you see the bottle, you cannot see this. If you see this, you cannot see this. It's like you have to choose which one to see.
No.
Eh?
It's not about seeing. You can imagine.
Yeah.
And you can feel it.
Yeah. You are feeling everything all the time. You are not. You can feel the universe, or you can feel the atoms, but the universe and the atom are the same. So the last thing, like I think this is yeah, the last, let's say for today, is I really like this logical chain, is how to prove scientifically everything is one. So we have Epicurus, which he said, you have to interpret your information. Then we have Kant. You know Kant?
Of course.
Yeah, no?
Immanuel Kant, right?
He's such a cunt.
Immanuel Kant was very famous in philosophy. He did very good things. It was 300 years ago also. Okay, so Immanuel Kant divided the world in three. Let's say the phenomenon world. You know phenomenon?
Yes.
Phenomenon means the appearances, so what you see. Then he said the noumenon. The noumenon is what you can think. And then he called it the world in itself. That's it.
One more time, please.
This is the appearances, the phenom. Phenom means appearance. So this is what you see. Noumenon,
Or touch.
yeah, what you see, appearances. Noumenon means what you can think. No means mind. In Adventure Time there is like no sphere, you know? You know?
Yeah.
It comes from this root. And then there is the world in the cell. What is this? This is the world beyond human, no? Because when you look at this chair, what I said, it's passing through the senses, through the mind, through the words, through the logic. No, but this chair, you don't have to understand the chair through the human. This chair exists beyond our understanding.
You want to talk about it?
So this is what they call the world in itself. This world for him is impossible to know because no, everything comes through the mind, but it exists before coming through the mind. So he also said, for example, that God exists because you can't never know what's in this world. So maybe even God exists in this world. It's impossible to know. Okay, so we have Kant. Then it comes another one, Schopenhauer. You know this?
How?
Schopenhauer.
Yeah.
200 years later. Schopenhauer said, okay, I like your division of the world, but if we cannot know anything about this world, maybe that means that no, we see things separate. We see world is a plural of things, but maybe world is just an unity, no? It's just one thing. And this is how Schopenhauer came to the same conclusion as Buddha. Buddha is, I think, yeah. So through science, 200 years ago, like prove the same conclusion as Buddha 2,500 years ago, and I really like the connect.
Like Buddhism.
Yeah.
It's written in a different way, just to like.
Ah, yeah, I wrote it in Spanish.
DH.
B.
Yeah,
U
in English,
DH.
in English is double D and an H.
Yeah, exactly. DH.
So these two are connected, and I find this so interesting because for Schopenhauer, if the world is unity, for him it means the world is suffering, total suffering. Because when you are eating, for example, you are eating yourself. Because if you are everything, no, when you eat yourself, and you are creating pain for yourself, and everything is pain for this philosopher. But for Buddha, in exchange, everything is joy, no? Because if everything is one, it means like the universe is love, is happiness, no? And you are connected to everything. And this is also very important, no? Because with the same information, you can interpret it as sad, or you can interpret it as happy. And it doesn't matter, no? Because both of them are logically correct. But if you interpret the world as happiness, you will be happy. If you interpret the world as sadness, you will be sad. So, I don't know about you, but I choose the happy way because I feel you live better, no? So, that's it for today.
Hooray! A bit too long. I would make it only 1 hour.
Yeah, I don't know how much we did.
1.5.
1.5, no?